you look at Sony's conference, and I'm skipping over Nintendo for a reason for now. And I think they were just a step ahead of Microsoft because they were announcing, I think, a little bit more in the way of newer titles. No Man's Sky, if that game comes out and No Man's Sky. If
that's the free roaming space one.
It's like the mining trading. Yeah.
Basically, it's like Elite
or Lightspeed or Privateer,
Starflight, or whatever.
If that even approaches what they're saying it is, that will get me to own a PS4, because I grew up on those games as being like my favorite games, and I would love to play a modern one.
See, I would hope that would come out for the PC though. That's what I would hold out hope for a game like that.
Sure,
because I want to use a joystick for that and the keyboard. You know what I mean?
Your old Gravis throttle.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. When I played X-Wing and TIE Fighter. Yeah. I had a joystick and a keyboard.
So did I.
And Privateer, I used that. You can't use a mouse or even a controller for that. I mean, you can use with an analog. You can't. It's not the same. It's just not the same.
But I mean, that game looks good to me, and so did Bloodborne, which is being made by the same people who do the Dark Souls series from Software. They also do the critically underrated, I would say, Armored Core series. That one looks interesting. It looks to be very difficult, just like the Demon Souls and Dark Souls games. Very dark atmosphere, and the one that's got me, I think, more excited than anything is the announcement that Grim Fandango is coming to PS4 and Vita. That was Tim Schafer's last game at LucasArts, I believe. Considered one of the all-time greats of the adventure game series.
Grim Fandango did not do well at stores. It sort of never found the audience, but it has obviously a cult following.
It didn't do well at stores because the shift from preferred genre had gone from adventure game to first-person shooter.
Yeah.
It never did poorly. Because
what was that, 96?
I was at 97.
Yeah, by then it 98. Definitely shifted.
So they were totally releasing a game into a market that, well, there was no market for it, and it's become this cult favorite, a beloved little masterpiece, and it's going to be awesome to play something like that on the go.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's a game I never see at the swap meet. I see a lot of the old Sierra titles. I never see a copy of Grim Fandango. No one bought it.
And his title in a lot of the LucasArts games is changing, but if they can do this. I don't know how they got the rights to it. Maybe he owned all the intellectual property for it, but I would love to see, like, oh god, give me Day of the Tentacle again, or give me Full Throttle. Like, Full Throttle and a modern engine could look beautiful. All games that I adored. So, anyway, that was Sony.
And by the way, No Man's Sky, I looked up on Wikipedia, it will be procedurally generated, so it is like Elite, where I guess every time
it just keeps going.
It'll just keep going. Now, but there has to be an element, though, to keep it interesting besides, all right, obviously, I mean, it's almost going to, you don't hope that, okay, it's going to randomly create these planets, that's fine, but after a while, you're going to see all these combinations of different stuff. What's going to be the glue that holds that together?
Well, it depends on how much
stories they release, storylines that you can go into a little bit.
Right.
Besides the secondary missions like Privateer that are fun by themselves.
And that's kind of interesting. I mean, you could almost think of it, look at it in the way of how they do the wrestling games, where you can actually write entire storyline scenarios over the course of a year.
That's true.
If they include some sort of editor where, like, you can share storylines or wars or battles or things that aren't in the game, or just insert them for you to find randomly, if you can constantly be updating this persistent world, that'd be very interesting.